In the conclusion of Season 9, Riot will retire the alternative game mode Twisted Treeline. It is unfortunate to see a game mode that was released alongside Summoner's Rift in 2009 to suffer a similar fate to Dominion. How come this 3v3 staple failed to the point where Riot must pull the plug on all support? This video will analyze the history of Twisted Treeline and chronicle all the events, or lack thereof, that led to this game mode's retirement. My name is Kudo, and this is the demise of Twisted Treeline. Twisted Treeline is a 3v3 alternative game mode to Summoner's Rift. The only difference is that it's set in the Shadow Isles of Runeterra, the epic monster is Vilemaw, and that there are only 3 summoners in each team rather than 5. The goal of Twisted Treeline was to depart from the traditional MOBA style that was facilitated in Summoner's Rift. Riot wanted to shorten the time investment necessary to complete a match and accelerate the laning phase to bring additional emphasis to ganking and early game teamfights. Believe it or not, after the official release of League of Legends, Riot's first ever organized tournament was in Twisted Treeline. It was a Razer-sponsored Twisted Treeline tournament where the top 3 teams would win cash and Razer products. It was casted by Freak and livestreamed on Freak's livestream.com page, but unfortunately these VODs no longer exist. In 2012, Riot reworked Twisted Treeline in the Shadow Isles patch. The remake added significant visual upgrades to the map, as well as new jungle paths and exclusive items such as the Wicked Hatchet and Lord Van Dam's Pillager. It was a massive facelift that added a lot of new gameplay opportunities to the 3v3 game mode. However, it was one of the last major changes to Twisted Treeline before its demise in the end of Season 9. In the 7 years after the significant revamp to Twisted Treeline, it steadily declined in player base and popularity. A lower player base for a game mode led to long queue times, poor matchmaking, and an overall unsatisfying experience. Even with a small but dedicated player base for the game mode, these issues would prevent anyone new from finding a home within Twisted Treeline. To fully understand the reasons for the decline of Twisted Treeline, you must look at the reasons why its sister game mode Dominion also retired. Dominion was an alternative game mode to Summoner's Rift that innovated the MOBA genre with a unique map and fast-paced gameplay until it was retired in 2016. You may check out my video on Dominion for the entire story of its demise, but to sum it up, it was due to Riot neglect. And the same unfortunately goes to Twisted Treeline's fate. Summoner Twilight I posted on the League of Legends forums a compiled list of every single patch that has made changes towards Twisted Treeline. The last comprehensive patch that made significant changes to Twisted Treeline was patch 5.11 on July 10, 2015. This was roughly around the time Echo was released in the game. This patch added more visual upgrades, changed the jungle spawn timers, buffed Vilemaw, and reworked the altar buffs. For the next 4 years, every single Twisted Treeline change were small incremental buffs or nerfs. But these changes did nothing to modify gameplay for Twisted Treeline. Because of no changes, Twisted Treeline was stuck in the same exact meta for 5 years. And that meta is what we know today as the gold funneling strategy. It is when you have a significant carry in the top lane with a support that follows them all throughout the map, funneling gold from the top lane and jungle. The duo would decimate any team that follows a regular meta, and the support would just take Ignite or Exhaust because their survivability is irrelevant to the game. If you thought that the summer of 2018's professional usage of gold funneling was bad, imagine it being the meta for 5 whole years. The other effects of having a stagnant meta is the fact that the champion pool in Twisted Treeline is incredibly small and restricted to the best funneling support and the best hyper carries. The features of the map such as the altars and ghost relics are rendered completely useless because the funnel duo doesn't need it to win. With a map that is outdated in its visuals, with gameplay that has never changed, its population decreased to the point where Riot made the decision to retire the game mode. The only players that would queue for Twisted Treeline are the ones trying to level up their accounts fast. Any life-saving action taken by either Riot or the community would be in vain. Twisted Treeline has been neglected to the point where its numbers and gameplay experience cannot be recoverable. And while Riot celebrates their 10-year anniversary in 2019, they will also lay to sleep one of its founding game modes in League of Legends. My name is Kudo, and thank you for watching.
It's not